This video is dedicated towards Sam Sheppard, and as some of you know, he has passed away recently. He reigned as one of the most talented builders on YouTube, and he brought us some very unique RC designs. From the few times I did contact Sam, his ultimate message was to always challenge yourself and never give up on your projects. And for that, he has given inspiration to a lot of different people. For this video, we continue the spirit, and we look at some of the strangest RC vehicles out there. As you know, there are quite a few different monocopter designs out there. Arthur has advanced all the way to 16 different variants, and has perfected control of his machine. The principle relies on the motor being tilted so that it can provide lift, but it also has directional control by modulating power. The total machine weighs about 200 grams with a 300 gram static thrust, making it to be a fast and formidable machine. The next machine is the twin Rotorwing. Remember the creator who created those weird multi-wing ornithopters? Well, he has also built a twin rotorcraft which utilizes the Magnus effect. Like a paddle going through water, the path of the spinning object is deflected and there is a pressure difference across a surface. There are plenty of quad cycle rotors which utilize this effect, but this particular craft is positioned vertically, so it has twin rotors with an added propeller for stability. Cyclone rotors have pretty high maneuverability as compared with vehicles powered by classical rotor systems. However, this does come at a cost with added complexity and usually more weight. So moving on with complexity, we get to the Serenity. Derived from the motion of a bird, these machines are commonly referred to ornithopters. And basically these work by tilting their wings during the downward cycle, thus providing lift. However, this one is quite large, with chain-driven oversized wings amounting to a total weight of 44 pounds, or 20 kilograms. However, the creators have admitted that this machine is not overly balanced, and it's probably not the most stable platform for FPV flying. At number 4, the Flying Ring. There is an effective way to increase safety and efficiency of a multi-rotor, and that is through a flying wing circular design. The drone has 100 watt-hour per kilogram at 10 meters per second during horizontal flight, making it to be 3 times more efficient than a quad rotor at similar size at the same velocity. The debatable topic is whether or not this would be more efficient at a wide range of velocities, and that also brings us to the next position. The tricopter is probably one of the most innovative designs out there when it comes to multicopters, and this idea was built upon the Thor concept, which could transfer from a hovering mode to a flying wing design. So there are 3 stages to this particular craft. The first one is able to hover like a normal drone, the second is spinning for increased efficiency, and finally it's able to utilize its wings for horizontal flight. The LiDAR and altitude hold are configured so the craft can automatically adjust its motor RPM, and the spinning mode also allows for an automatic LiDAR scan. Probably the most intriguing thing about this video is that the spinning actually used less power than forward flight. We look at number 2, the Levitator. Now, the Levitator is something completely new, and it's a bit reminiscent of a monocopter. Each linear actuated wing is driven by a propeller. Higher the pitch means lower rotation, and this controls the altitude of the craft. And a preset servo adjusts for lag and gyroscopic precession. If everything goes right, the Levitator will fly for around 25 minutes, which is really impressive because it does carry hefty 4-cell batteries. The creator has now made 8 variants, improving the design along the way. Some of the runners-up include Fission, which is a dual fuselage high-speed RC airplane. The second one is the Crazy Ball Extreme, which is a kind of a rotational propeller-driven craft. And finally, there is the triple motor skirtless hovercraft by Glide Air. All these RC aircraft are pretty innovative, so I highly recommend to check those projects out in my links below. So it should be no surprise that number 1 is Ethan's Ion Craft. And if you have not heard about this, then I highly recommend to check out his YouTube channel. He has built a isolated self-powered ion craft, and this creates a flow of air through electrical energy without any moving parts. When powered by high voltage, the emitter ionizes molecules that accelerate and collide with neutral molecules, producing thrust. Ion crafts of the past were usually tethered to a hefty power supply, so seeing one not tethered and actually controlled is pretty incredible. But even after 20 years, he's still tweaking the design. the sky's the limit, highlighting the fact that if you dedicate enough effort, you can actually come up with something that is pretty innovative. So once again, thanks for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and also make sure to subscribe to my channel.